Welcome, everybody. We will begin in a moment. Giving time for people to log on, and our annual meeting will start in just a few moments. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for being patient while we allow people to log on and join us this evening in our annual meeting. We will start in a moment. Good evening and welcome. I'm Carolyn Gitlin, Chair Emerita of the Jewish Federations of Greater Hartford. And among the responsibilities with this position is the honor and the privilege of being able to lead this annual meeting. I will now call officially this meeting to order. We will start our evening with a brief Devar Torah from Rabbi Becca Goldman of Farmington Valley Congregation, Emek Shalom.
Thank you so much, Carolyn. As we join together this evening to understand and celebrate another year of impact by our Jewish Federation, I thought I would take a moment to contemplate the idea of communal responsibility, more specifically about the idea of taking care of each other as an extension of seeing the spark of God in each and every one of us. This evening, we'll hear about the many ways Federation is upholding that covenant and living up to the vision it's set about preserving, consistently identifying and planning for the needs of the community, including Jewish communities around the world, like we just saw, like the work they're doing with war-torn communities in Ukraine, setting up amazing educational opportunities to train dynamic leaders who will carry on the torch of Judaism, like the Emerging Leadership Division, engaging the community in a variety of ways so that we can live out our core values with the types of resources that will support us along our journey, like developing a stronger relationship with the land of Israel during the upcoming trip in March, behaving with intentionality and integrity so that all area synagogues and partners are eager to collaborate in a variety of ways, and creating space and funding for effective programs in our area but also in Israel and around the world, such as the Jewish Free Loan Fund. I see the work of Federation like the sunflowers that are on my desk. Have you ever left a sunflower for a few days and then come back to an entire table of schmutz? It's inevitable. That's what happened to me last Shabbat. I came back to work to find little piles of pollen literally all over my desk. Likewise, Federation, maybe a little less messy, showers us in opportunities to make connection, not just with our own Judaism, which is important on its own, but with the entire Jewish community. It enhances our ability to embody human connection, the true source of well-being and happiness. Sunflowers are a symbol of hope and acceptance. Federation is engaged in the act of building deep bonds of hope and acceptance so that everyone feels seen and valued. And when everyone feels seen and valued, that divine spark within each and every one of us shines just a little brighter and extends out into the world just a little further and allows us to do the important work of making this world the place it was divinely inspired to be. May all of us here and all those in Jewish communities around the world celebrate the tremendous work Federation does to connect us with each other. May we honor their efforts and allow the hope Federation brings to our community to burst forth like the gaginim of a sunflower, reflecting our optimism for the future of Judaism. I sincerely look forward to seeing many of you in Israel in March, right around the time the fields of hardy sunflowers are just beginning to grow.
Thank you so much, Rabbi Becca, for that really beautiful and so inspiring Devar Torah. Welcome to the 77th annual meeting of the Jewish Federation of Greater Hartford. We join together this evening to celebrate our community, to thank leaders who are finishing their board terms, and to welcome new leadership and to recognize unsung heroes. For all of the challenges we have faced over the past 2 years, our community today is strong, it is vibrant, and it is growing. And in so many ways, you have made that possible.
There's a famous parable about two frogs who fall into a deep bowl of milk. They spend hours jumping up trying to escape. Finally, one of them, believing the effort is futile, gives up and drowns. The other frog keeps jumping and jumping and jumping until the milk turns to butter. It jumps out of the bowl. Federation and our community agencies and synagogues never stopped jumping. In fact, out of the crises of the last 2 years, including COVID, rising anti-Semitism, and of course the devastating war in Ukraine, our community has not only risen to the challenges, we have grown stronger. Here are some specific ways that we, together, are making a huge difference.
Number one is security. With rising anti-Semitism and violent attacks in Pittsburgh, Poway, New Jersey, Muncie, and New York City, and elsewhere, it is vital that we take every step to protect our community, and we are. As John Colangelo, our Community Security Director, will detail in a few minutes.
2, Ukraine. Kol Yisrael Arevi Elazeh. We are indeed responsible one for another, whether in Manchester, Connecticut, Ma'alot, Israel, or Mykolaiv, Ukraine. Over the last 6 months, our community has contributed over $750,000 to help Ukrainian refugees. And across the country, our federation system has raised almost $75 million. On the border of Poland and Ukraine, I personally witnessed how, with our community support, the Jewish Agency for Israel and the Jewish Joint Distribution Committee are meeting every possible humanitarian need.
And number 3, our annual campaign has grown every year over the last 3 and is reaching near record heights. This year, raising over $4.6 million to support Jewish Family Services, the Mandel JCC, our day schools, our synagogues, our youth programs, camps, the special needs community, seniors, and so much more. Counting specifically designated funds, well over $6.3 million was raised, $500,000 more than last year.
And our Jewish community is expanding. Aided by our new Good, Great, Greater Hartford initiative, and with vital support from the Jewish Community Foundation, we are marketing Jewish Hartford as a great place to move to. And we are personally helping new families and individuals plug into all our amazing Jewish community offers.
We are also working to foster unity and collaboration across our community and deeper our connection to Israel through our March 2023 mega mission. Please join us for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity with special tracks focused on geopolitics, arts and culture, food and wine, and technology and innovation as we celebrate together Israel's milestone 75th anniversary.
Our Greater Hartford Jewish Free Loan Fund, created about a year and a half ago and fully operational over the last year, exemplifies the highest form of tzedakah, providing zero interest loans to those who need a hand up rather than a handout. One of our borrowers noted that the free loan fund was, quote, a lifesaver in our move and transition to West Hartford. And another commented, quote, the loan enabled us to get much needed home repairs to benefit the safety of our family, especially our children, and improve our overall quality of life.
Number 7, leadership matters, and the last 2 years have demonstrated the critical impact of the Federation's Jewish Leadership Academy, which train board chairs and other leaders of virtually all our community's organizations and enable them to successfully navigate from crisis to opportunity and innovation.
Tikkun Olam, repairing the world. Through initiatives like Dignity Grows, led by Jessica Zaks, which we're partnering with in the Greater Hartford area, which provides free hygiene products to those in need across our region. Children's Reading Partners, a Federation-sponsored literacy program. Jesse's Gardens, Jesse's Community Gardens, and many other ways. Federation is having a tremendous impact, not only in our Jewish community, but beyond our Jewish community.
Best-selling author and Harvard professor Tal Ben-Shahar recently spoke at Bethel Temple, one of the world's leading experts on the topic of happiness. Shahar talked about ways to develop resilience and strategies for not only bouncing back when confronted by challenges, but also growing stronger.
And thanks to your support and the work of so many across our community, we have not only bounced back, we have also in so many ways indeed grown stronger. And we are incredibly optimistic about the future of this amazing Jewish community. As Dana mentioned a moment ago, Federation Security Initiative has been one of our highest priorities, and it's critically important that everyone in our community understand what's being done and the implications for each of us and the organizations we care about. Now, please welcome Federation's Community Security Director, John Colangelo.
Thank you, David and Dana. The Federation identified the importance of security for community stability, solace, and comfort. They had the foresight to begin a security program to prepare the community prior to any major incident that hopefully will never happen. As it is said, Noah built the ark before the rain. I'm John Colangelo, the Community Security Director for the Jewish Federation of Greater Hartford. I've spent 29 years as a police officer, detective, SWAT team member, and trainer. Unfortunately, recent history has reinforced the need to be prepared and have an effective security program in place. Overland Park, Kansas, the Shalom Retirement Community. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the Tree of Life. Poway, California, the Chabad Poway shooting. The attack on the Jersey City kosher supermarket. Muncie, New York, the attack at a Hanukkah party. And most recently, Colleyville, Texas, with our hostage standoff. These all emphasize the need for a robust, all-phase security program. The Federation had a vision for a safe, secure Jewish community, and they partnered with Secure Community Network, a nonprofit whose mission is to ensure the safety, security, and resiliency of the Jewish community of North America. Secure Community Network was created by Jewish Federation of North America and the Conference of Presidents of Major American Jewish Organizations, and is staffed by intelligence, former military, security, and law enforcement professionals such as me. SCN provides core programs including training assessments, intelligence sharing, law enforcement collaboration and outreach, along with incident response. Since the inception of the program, just over a year ago, we have provided 60 training sessions, training over 2,000 people in such skills as countering active threat, situational awareness, and stop the bleed training. We also conduct internet awareness training and train staff in school safety protocols. Synagogues, facilities, and organizations are also offer drills and tabletop exercises. Threat, vulnerability, and risk assessments of buildings have been offered to every facility, and 28 full assessments have been completed. They are used to guide, to strengthen the facility security of a building, and to assist in the nonprofit security grant application process. The Secure Community Network has an intelligence center that monitors for anti-Semitic activity and threats to the community 24/7. That center can focus on geographical areas and specific events to monitor any threats or risks that may arise. Information is shared locally with the Connecticut Intelligence Center, and I share information on a ground level basis with local police, state police, and along with the FBI. A relationship with law enforcement has been developed to deal with issues in the community, and we have constant communication. We collaborate on security for high holidays and other community events. We collaborate on messaging to the public and the media in the event of an issue. Training of the Jewish culture is brought to area police and first responders. I developed a training called Hate Crime Strategies for Modern Policing that will be taught to over 500 officers this year alone who attend the yearly West Hartford Police in-service, and it will soon expand further into other police trainings. We constantly work together with law enforcement for optimal community relations. This is just the beginning of the program. The goal is to continue it in perpetuity, to keep everyone in our community safe, secure, now and in the future. Now, please join us in welcoming Gail Temkin, Chair of the Jewish Community Foundation's Board of Trustees, to give a brief report on the foundation's activities.
Good evening. Thank you, John. It is truly an honor to be standing here as the chair of the Jewish Community Foundation Board of Trustees, and proudly as a board member of the Jewish Federation of Greater Hartford. In fiscal year 2022, the Jewish Community Foundation continued to expand its role as a grant-making organization through the generosity of its donors, providing a total of 1,142 grants, valued at nearly $4.5 million, which is 1.5% above last year. Approximately $3 million of this was invested into our local Jewish organizations. Approximately $1.5 million was granted to Jewish and secular causes in Greater Hartford, the United States, and around the world. This includes $75,000 from the foundation's unrestricted funds to Ukrainian relief, plus another $191,000 from foundation fund holders. In addition to being a full partner with the Federation on Jewish Hartford United, the foundation provided over $60,000 to Federation from its community grants program, including funding half of Good, Great, Greater Hartford and the Wexner Heritage Program. All told, the Federation receives around $1 million per year from foundation funds. For the first time ever, the foundation created a robust synagogue grants track in our community grants program, allowing synagogues to apply for up to $10,000 for capacity building programs. 6 synagogues were awarded such grants in the pilot phase of this initiative. We expect our grant-making capabilities to continue growing, thanks to a record year in our fund development operation, in which the foundation achieved over $15 million in contributions. We established over 40 new funds, thanks to the hard and dedicated work of the foundation staff. Much of this occurred due to the success of Endow Hartford 21, the Zach's Family Foundation's cash endowment campaign, and our donors committing more resources to their funds in order to meet the unique challenges of today and commitment to building their endowment funds to ensure our vibrant Jewish future. The foundation launched the Life and Legacy Campaign, a Harold Grinspoon Foundation national program, which seeks after-lifetime commitments from donors that will ultimately be held in endowments at the foundation. In its first year, 15 local Jewish organizations, including the Federation, participated in this 4-year program, yielding 267 after-lifetime commitments, valued at approximately $7.5 million. All of this happens through the generosity of our great community. The foundation is proudly celebrating its 50th anniversary throughout 2022. Established as the endowment arm of the Federation by visionary donors, firmly committed to building for the future for all generations to come, the foundation now manages nearly 1,400 funds and $155 million in assets. This achievement is due to the vision and commitment of donors from all walks of Jewish life, a veritable mosaic of big-hearted human beings. This past April, the foundation invited the community to create a mosaic that highlights the attributes of Greater Jewish Hartford. 950 people, ages 2 to 29, participated in laying the 40,000 tiles in just 1 week, creating a unique timepiece of art created for the community, by the community. The artwork, which now resides at the entrance of the Mandel JCC, represents the foundation's belief that every individual must lay their tile and make their mark so they too can make a difference, and together we can build a better world. We hope to see you at the foundation's 50th anniversary donor appreciation reception on October 20th, at which time we will honor our past chairs and CEOs and celebrate all of you for your contributions to the foundation, the community, and our vibrant Jewish future. In closing, I know that I speak on behalf of Jacob Schreiber, our president and CEO, the foundation's staff, and our Jewish Community Foundation Board of Trustees, when I say that we are inspired by what we have accomplished in partnership with the Federation over the past year, and we look forward to another great year ahead. And now, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our next segment, the Henry M. Zaks Spirit of Judaism Award for 2022.
Thanks so much, Gail. For the past 9 years, the Henry M. Zaks Spirit of Judaism Award has recognized a lay and professional unsung leader of our community. This year, we're so fortunate to recognize Kathy Fishman as Executive Director of Voices of Hope and Ronit Shoham as lay leader. Kathy Polis Fishman brings tremendous honor to her maiden name, Polis, and to the values that her parents taught her, and to her married name, Fishman, the 3 Fishman brothers and their progeny who have been dedicated to our community for generations. Kathy, however, is her own individual and brings it all together through her kindness, her hard work, and her compassion. As with everything, she was not looking to be an executive director. She started working at JFAC when Voices of Hope was looking for additional help. She, as always, rolled up her sleeves and got the job done, as she has with the JCC Film Festival, the Books Festival, and so many other projects. Her skill was recognized by the board of directors, and 3 years ago, she was promoted to executive director. She has expanded the programming and reach of Voices of Hope. Voices of Hope and the survivors have taught Kathy and all of us about true courage. But no doubt, one of the main reasons for the expansion of Voices of Hope is that the survivors and their families love working with her. She has also recruited an excellent team. She's devoted to training the next generation. Her warm heart is out there for all to see. Kathy, you are a leader all should emulate with your core Jewish values. It is a true honor to present you, Kathy, with the Spirit of Judaism Award.
I am honored and grateful to be receiving the Henry Zaks Spirit of Judaism Award. I'd like to thank the Zaks family, the Federation, and the Spirit of Judaism Committee for selecting me, and David Jacobs, my mentor, colleague, and friend, for nominating me. Mazel tov to Ronit Shoham, who I know and admire for her work in the community. She is truly deserving of this award. I'm fortunate to have amazing role models in my life, my parents and my in-laws, even Ed Fishman of blessed memory, and the extended Fishman family, who taught me the importance of tikkun olam, finding your passion, and having strong Jewish values. I learned about Voices of Hope through my volunteer work at the Federation and the JCC almost 11 years ago, and I began my career as a Jewish professional at JFACT and Voices of Hope. This award means a lot to me, as during those years at JFACT, I worked on the floor above Henry and Eric Zaks in their office on Woodland Street. I got to see firsthand their philanthropy and outstanding work in the community and was inspired to want to do more. My work at Voices of Hope has allowed me that opportunity. Voices of Hope provides an important need in the community to educate about hate and encourage remembrance of the Holocaust and genocide so history doesn't repeat itself. Not having a personal connection to the Holocaust, I have learned so many important life lessons about standing up and speaking out, and I'm constantly amazed at the strength, courage, and resilience from my work with the many Holocaust survivors in our community. I am proud of what Voices of Hope has achieved, and I'm thankful for the hardworking, dedicated Voices of Hope professional staff, board, and lay leaders, and the opportunities to connect with the Hartford Jewish community and beyond. I feel so fortunate to live here, where we have so many dedicated individuals, Jewish agencies, and of course, our Federation, who are passionate about and take action to ensure our Jewish community thrives and continues. Lastly, I'd like to thank my husband, Ron, and my children, Rachel and Ben, for their support of my work.
When I called Ronit to let her know that she was the recipient of the Spirit of Judaism Award, she said to me, "Let me send you my resume, but I do not want to talk about myself." I knew Ronit had done a lot, but she is incredible. Founder of the Miracle League to enable special needs kids to play baseball. Founder of West Hartford Little League to enable all kids to play baseball. Cut out cancer to provide spa treatments for cancer patients. Founder of the Underground, so high school students have a constructive place to hang out. Primary fundraiser for Jonathan's Dream. This does not count her board service at Bethel, the JCC, and mentoring a number of women from disadvantaged backgrounds. Fortunately, I did get Ronit to talk about herself. What drives Ronit is that there are people in the world who find themselves in unfortunate positions through no fault of their own. As a Jew, she feels a responsibility to help others. She grew up on a kibbutz, and on a kibbutz, each person must contribute so that the whole enterprise thrives. The individual powers the collective. So whether you do not have the skills to be a star baseball player, have cancer or special needs, do not have money, or are a dear friend with a problem, Ronit is there to help. As she says, be the change you want to see. Encourage other people. Live by example. Now with her grandchildren, as they grow up, no doubt those kids are in for a wild ride. Ronit, it's an honor to present you with the Spirit of Judaism Award. Your children and your grandchildren are so proud of you, as is Scott of blessed memory.
Good evening. I would like to thank Eric Zaks and the entire Zaks family for creating this special award in honor of his father, Henry. Henry's life exemplified the Jewish values of tzedakah and tikkun olam, and I'm honored and humbled to receive this award. I believe that the foundation of my desire for tikkun olam was created within me while growing up in Israel and the kibbutz, where the success of the community is dependent on the contribution of each individual. The kibbutz was created by individuals who, by no fault of their own, found themselves without a community and who wish to create a better community for themselves and people around them. This has become the foundation for my desire for tikkun olam in this community. I would like to thank Dev Brandwine for nominating me and for the entire committee for choosing me to receive this meaningful award. Last but not least, I would like to thank the community at large, as well as the Jewish Federation of Greater Hartford for its continued partnership and for the impact that they make in so many people's lives in the Greater Hartford and beyond. I'm truly grateful to the entire community for their support in my various endeavors, which led me to receive this special award, the Spirit of Judaism Award, the Unsung Hero. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric and Yasher, Koach, Ronit, and Kathy. That was so moving. I know many of you out there were actually probably in tears, and so well deserved. And we are so fortunate to have you in our community. And Eric, thank you for leading that. Eric has been an incredible board member for the last 10 years and is a past chair of the board. And what an incredible leader you have been, Eric. And we thank you so much for all your heartfelt commitment to this community. And now at this point in the meeting, we have to move on to several leadership changes taking place tonight. And I'd like to begin by acknowledging our outgoing committee chairs. Elisa Graber-Lipperman, Chair of the Jewish Leadership Academy. Josh Gottfried and Gary Starr, co-chairs of the Jewish Hartford Phase 1. And now I would like to recognize our incredible outgoing board members. Ann Bedick Pava, Cyril Sheldon, Tracy Tabak, Eric Zaks, and our outgoing officer, Cyril Sheldon. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for all your service and commitment to this community. A few of our professionals are also marking milestones this year, and I would like to take the time and recognize them for their continued service. Cheryl Wolmer, 15 years of service. Jody Engel, Simi Benita, Ronnie Breiter, and Deborah Housen, 5 years of service. And now, the Federation's Governance Committee prepares the slate of nominations for our Board of Directors, officers, Life Community Trustees, and Community Trustees. At this time, I'd like to present the Governance Committee's report for a vote. I'll explain how to vote in just a few moments. Our new nominees for Life Community Trustees are Sheila Fox, Carrie Lackenbach, Randy Piacker, Alan Rosenberg, Phyllis Ulreich. And now I'd like to announce our nominees for Community Trustee. Nominees for a third term: Benjamin Albert, Leanne Benadiva, Sherry Cantor, Ayelet Chozik, Cyril Sheldon, Judy Singer, Marilyn Steinmetz, Gail Temkin. Nominees for a second term: David Brandwine, Dana Keller. New nominees to the Federation's Board of Directors include Russ Benblatt, Lee Gold, David Scheinerman, Adam Steinberg, Lisa Wallace. Directors being nominated for a second term are Michael Cantor, Garrett Fishman, Mindy Lou Glickman. Nominees for a third term are Ben Adler, Stephen Rabb. Our nominee for a fifth term and being renominated as secretary is Ted Zablotsky. And finally, I am thrilled to nominate Jill Delitsky for a one-year term as first vice chair. After she serves this year-long term, Jill will become our new chair of the board. That is very, very exciting. And now, as you see on the screen, it is time to vote on the governance slate. I'll ask for a motion and a second, and then everyone will have an opportunity to vote. Those of you who are participating remotely will see a vote button pop up below your chat box. Click the button and then vote yes to approve the slate, no to oppose it or abstain. And your vote is anonymous. If you are present in the Federation boardroom, to place your vote, you will raise your hand and say aye or yes, or keep your hand down and say nay for no, or sit quietly and abstain. I now recognize Gail Temkin to move the slate.
I make the motion to approve the slate as presented.
Thank you. And now I recognize Dana Keller to second the slate.
I second the motion for the slate.
Thank you, Dana. The vote button is now live, so please cast your vote right away. All in favor, vote yes. Any opposed, vote no. And we will calculate your votes in just a moment. And according to our bylaws, every member of the Federation, which means anyone who contributes $1 or more to the annual campaign, is eligible to vote. And your vote is important to us. So now take your votes and I will be texted in a moment to tell me the outcome. Oh, I guess I have to text my vote. There we go. I am going to pick up my cellular device because I am going to be texted when the vote is calculated. We are very high tech here. I feel like I'm on a game show right now. Leslie Irusso is going to let me know when the tech vote is in. And I have been told that the votes are in and the slate is approved. So moved. Mazel tov to all our new and returning leaders. Our community is so lucky to have all of you. Thank you. And everyone, thank you so much for being here tonight. We look forward to another year of building an even brighter and more flourishing Jewish community with all of you. Thank you so much and have a good evening. The meeting is adjourned.